You good? You good?
Say that again.
You are live on the Comedian Catch, buddy. Now I say you're live on the Comedian Catch on live on WEMS Radio.
What's good? What's
How you
good?
doing tonight?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Just
You chilling? You chilling?
hell yeah. I was wondering too, like, who is this calling me? Like these debt collectors getting real fancy nowadays. Like, what they talking about? Like, wait a minute. Why they want to interview me for?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me check this profile real quick. Who sent you?
Nah, the
What?
feds ain't sent me. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Thanks for coming on the show tonight. Where you residing at tonight?
So
Sound like you got an
I'm
accent.
in. So here's the thing. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in the Atlanta area now.
Wow.
So I've been down here like what 17 years, something like that. So you know, I go back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Like when you around people from New York, then that New York accent come back. You know what I'm saying? Like when my fam come down and visit me, then that whole feeling come back, and I'm all of a sudden just loud and obnoxious all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I got fam in Atlanta too. So I know the feeling.
Where you at now?
When they come to New York, they be like, "Oh snap!" They be like, I'm in Queens right now."
It's crazy, man, because there's
Yeah.
such a huge difference in culture and just how people see the world. Like since I moved down here, I've adapted to that what they call Southern hospitality, right? And everything is yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir. So now
Right.
even when I go back home, like sometimes I go back home to New York and I just be like, "Thank you, ma'am," and get barked on. Like, "Don't call me no man. What's wrong with you?" Because in New York, that's reserved for elderly people. You know what I'm saying? But in the South, it's like a
Right.
sign of respect. So you get barked on for trying to be respectful. So I'm like, let me just shut the fuck up. I forgot you don't talk to people in New York. When in the South, it's just like I had to get used to that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You just talking to strangers. Like, I really had to get used to that. People thought I was like stuck up and arrogant when I first moved down here. They don't understand. Like in New York, like if they don't know you, they don't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So in the South, it's perceived that if you don't speak, you conceited or arrogant. It's just not. I mean, I just don't know you. And I go back to New York and I speak. They're like, "Yo, what the fuck you talking to? Fuck you mean hello?" Oh, my bad, man. My fault, man. I
Yeah. Or
forgot
how
what the
about
fuck I was
or
doing.
how
My
about
bad.
or how about you hold the door open and they don't say thank you, and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, man? Fuck you. Man, walk back through this door.
You're
Fuck out of
like,
here.
"What the you done held the door for them, and they walk through the door like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Queen Elizabeth or something." You're like, "What the fuck?"
You was, man, fuck. I slam this door in your damn face, bitch. Fuck out of here.
But
It's crazy, man. Cause I mean, I got so many stories. Like when I first moved down here, and then I moved to a place that's like country. It wasn't like Atlanta. It was like Dublin, Georgia. Like Dublin, Georgia is like on a dirt road behind another dirt road. Like it was just crazy. And it's like all they knew was black and white. You know what I'm saying? So when I first moved down here, the ladies be like, "What you is?" And I'd be like, "No." They be like, "What you is, black or white?" And I'm like, "I'm Puerto Rican." Girl, I told you he was Mexican. Whoa, hold on, ain't no motherfucking Mexican. Fuck you mean Mexican, man? No, well, you all speak that stuff, don't you? You mean Spanish, bitch? Yeah, same shit. I'm like, yo, your motherfucker ignorant as hell, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'd be like, yes, me llamo David. Yes, ese. Fuck.
I think the only thing that like bugged me out about going to Georgia was like, I was like, "Yeah, when we going to the beach?" They're like, "The beach? What's that?"
In Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all go to like Savannah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Savannah's the beach, or they go to Florida. But other than that, I ain't really no beach. It's just Savannah.
It's just man-made what lakes and stuff like that, like
Yeah, I
man-made
catch
beaches.
a flight. Hell yeah, I just catch a flight quick, like to Fort Lauderdale or like Miami or something. That's a quick little flight.
Yeah, that's like what 30 minutes.
Nah. It's probably about like an hour and a half or something like that. And then it depends, because if you fly Spirit, it's probably about 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, yeah, Spirit, that
You ain't
bullshit.
lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You like, what the hell?
Spirit be going the speed limit on your ass. 55, bitch, you can't go faster than 55 on this motherfucking thing.
Yeah, and then they make you pay for everything. You be like, oh, this
Yo,
flight is cheap. You be like, this flight is cheap, but then you end up paying for your bag, the stuff inside your bag.
yo, let me tell you how they be nickel and diming. I hate Spirit, yo. So you buy your ticket, it should be dumb cheap, right? Then you go to fucking pick your seat. Then they charge you to pick your seat. Bitch, what the fuck the ticket for? You thought I was gonna stand on the fucking plane, bitch? You gotta pay for the ticket, then pay to sit down. Yeah, what the fuck? Really? Then you sit down with a seatbelt. Oh, that's another $25. This motherfucker. For $25 for the seatbelt, bitch? Don't even worry about it, because the seatbelt ain't gonna save my fucking life. No way. I don't need the bitch. I hate Spirit, motherfuckers. Bags fly. Bitch, I just wear all my clothes under my clothes. Fuck that. I don't got no fucking luggage, bitch. I'm wearing every fucking thing, motherfucker. Fuck out of here.
Yo, for real. You be like, what the hell? Yeah, because you be like, oh, you be like, this flight is dumb cheap. And then all the fees after you add it up, you're like, wait. That's the price of the whole flight on another airline. Like, really?
It's like a perfect example of you get what you pay for. Cause you see when you sit down, this shit is like you sit on a fucking crate, bro. You should like this, like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like I can't do this. So I like to fly like Southwest. To me, Southwest is a good compromise between quality and quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, Southwest ain't bad. I like JetBlue. More fucking room.
Yeah. Like I said, I fly to Vegas a lot. I'm a big like poker player too, so I fly to Vegas, or when I go to like Fort Lauderdale or something like that, I'm going to the casinos or playing a bunch of tournaments. So, and then my wife is a travel nurse, so right now she's actually in New York, working up there with that COVID-19 shit. But she'll be like in Cali, just in different. So we fly around or whatever. So I'm familiar with flights, and also a lot of flight hacks and all that shit too, and hotel hacks and shit.
Right. So you said you go to Fort Lauderdale a lot. When you get off the plane, are there a lot of old white people when you get off the plane?
A lot of old white people?
Yes. You get off the plane.
Yeah. That, like, Fort Lauderdale, old white folk go down there to retire. I mean, just Florida, period. But I just be in my own zone. Right. I don't be paying attention to motherfuckers, because I just mind my business, because fuck that. When I'm there, I'm there on a mission. But now there are a lot of Hispanics down there too. You know what I'm saying? Like Florida, like they got a lot of Hispanics. Florida really culturally diverse. It's pretty straight. It's not like in Georgia, it's black, white, or Mexican. They've never heard of a Puerto Rican. They think a Puerto Rican needs a green card. I'm like, y'all don't know.
Meanwhile, I don't know you're allowed to be here. Like you're part of the U.S. Like
I just be like, okay, you're right.
They're like, what? They're like, what?
Okay, I just played.
So how's Georgia? How's Georgia during the quarantine?
It's so crazy open, right? How people they're just ignorant to what's going on. Like they just wanna, oh fuck that, man. Open up the economy, man. We need to go to work, man. We have the right to work. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you don't see this shit out here killing folks. So it was like a good 4 months, man. I was just chilling in the crib. I wasn't doing shit. I was like the last buddy who was on, I was watching, like, I found myself going like Walmart every 2-3 days with like a mask and shit, just buying groceries. But what's so crazy is really, I just really like started doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like stand-up comedy. Like all my life, I've always been able to find humor in things and make other people laugh. And people have always told me, man, you miss your calling, man. You need to be on somebody's stage. So during that quarantine time, right before the quarantine time, I entered like an open mic comedy contest. It was like the first time ever. And I got second place, and I was like, it just really encouraged me, like, okay, I can really do this for real. Like I can make people laugh in real life and then make people laugh on stage, and found that's two different things. Like to be spontaneously funny and then to be a comedian funny on stage, it's two totally different things. Like it's hard to translate on stage.
Yeah, it is. So you answered one of my questions already, how long you've been doing comedy. So I don't have to ask that.
Yeah, not long at all. So to answer the question about quarantining, I've been actually taking the time out to try to learn how to write jokes, format jokes, timing, like all the basics of being an actual comedian and a stage comedian, and just trying to kind of learn that craft. Because again, I can be spontaneously funny. I can make anything funny, but putting it on paper and doing a 10-minute set and then a 20-minute set is just like, I'm just so eager to learn that craft and how to do that, because I really feel like I can, be successful doing that.
Okay, being that you're Puerto Rican, you must have a lot of stories about your family and your comedy, or not yet?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I got the typical loud Puerto Rican mama who whoop your ass and will embarrass you in public. Like I never forget. Like I used to hate going to McDonald's. Huh?
With her rollers on, or no?
Yeah, nah, she ain't had the rollers on, but she was just like extra. Like for example, we'll go to McDonald's and shit. Let them fries not be fresh. She is gonna act an ass. Excuse me, I need to talk to the manager. Excuse me, no. How you gonna give me these fries cold like that? I mean, what? And I'm like, yo, mom, yo, chill. Like they're not even cold, like they just warm. Like, no, we gonna get this shit free. Watch, just shut the hell up. And I'm like, yo, mom, you mad extra? Be like, yo, just chill out. Mad extra.
I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her for that. You don't want no damn cold fries. Like, really? You stand there waiting and the fries are cold?
She was like a scam artist. Like, they weren't cold. You were just trying to get them free. Like, chill out, man. You ain't nothing wrong with this shit, man. You a scam artist. So
I had a friend that had a girlfriend like that. Anytime we would go out to eat, she'd say something's in her food or something's wrong with it to get it free. I'm like, really?
They ain't got the nerve to turn up. Like, what? Let me talk to the manager now. This hot, I feel disrespect. I'm like, yo, you know you wrong, bro. Like, chill out.
Like you done almost finished the damn food and you complain about it, really?
They ain't know the way to be like, bitch, ain't shit wrong. You just ate this whole fuck. What the fuck? And the manager ain't got no choice. As a manager, you just be like, fuck it. Just you ain't got time to deal with this bullshit.
Oh, snap. So Georgia is like fully open or halfway open?
I would say like 75 open. Like everything's open, but it's like in moderation, and it's like some businesses only let a certain percentage of people in, and then most restaurants be like drive-through. But now I'm gonna tell you one that don't give a fuck. I don't know if you heard of American Deli.
Yes.
Huh? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
I don't know if that's my internet or your one of us got that Nelly internet though. So you say you heard of American Deli?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Goddamn, it be 30 people in that motherfucker, and every order. Hey, how long that gonna take? 10 minutes. How the fuck you gonna make 30 orders in 10 minutes, motherfucker? 10 minutes. So them motherfuckers busting out wing. They got the Wuhan wing special in that motherfucker. They don't give a
damn. They probably got Jorge back there.
Oh yeah. Down here, the Asians be on the American delis mostly, but some of them got the Mexicans or the Hispanics bad. I don't know what it about them wings. Them wings is busting.
Yeah, I got I got Roscoe's down there.
You said Roscoe's?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't even like chicken and waffles. I think one time I went to like Gladys Knight chicken and waffles when she had it. And I ain't like that shit. To me, that's not like a good combination. Like I like chicken, I like waffles, but like syrup on chicken, it was just that shit. My stomach was the fucking Royal Rumble after I ate that fucking shit. WWF. WWE, not WWE, motherfucker. WWF Royal Rumble. That's yeah, motherfucker. Razor Ramon, Bret Hitman Hart Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? I said never again, motherfucker.
Cheesemo.
So yeah, but nah, we don't have no Roscoe's out here though.
But that's how I feel about mint and chocolate.
Really?
That's how I feel. Yeah, like I'll eat them. Everybody will eat a mint, and I'll eat chocolate, but I don't like it together.
Yeah,
like mint chocolate, like ugh.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I mean, I kind of like the York. I mean, I don't eat it often, but I don't mind like a York peppermint patty. But I heard a lot of people say that though.
Like growing up, I would eat what candy is that? Junior Mints. Like that's basically like mint and chocolate.
Yeah.
I would eat that, but now it's like no, like a York. I think a York peppermint patty is a little different. Like if it's like a Hershey chocolate and it's peppermint and the chocolate, nah.
Yeah. One of the other major differences in food too is, you know, up north we eat like I don't know about you, but you know what farina is? A farina, like cream of wheat type shit.
Yes. I know what that is.
Down here they eat grits, so it's like something.
Right.
You know, I'd be like, oh man, I can't stand that shit. Like I like farina, you know what I'm saying? But they like, yeah, I can't stand grits. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, like, and I hate when people say, "Oh, you can eat like porridge, but you can't eat grits." It's not the same thing.
You said porridge?
It's not the same thing. Yeah, like porridge or anything like that type of food.
Yeah.
Like that or cream of wheat, something like that. They're like, "Oh, you can't eat grits." No, grits has like no taste. Why I gotta put all that? I gotta put all that stuff in it to make it taste better.
They put like salt and butter. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the same shit, but they put salt and with us, we just put sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's the same thing.
Right.
And we put vanilla. I know. We growing up, we put vanilla in it, and cinnamon, and sugar, and all that shit. So.
Right. Yeah, grits. I see people go crazy when they see grits. I'm like, this shit is chalky, man. You're like, ooh. They're like, ooh, shrimp and grits. I'll eat the hell out of the damn shrimp.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's one thing I miss about. That's one thing I miss about New York, though, man. The food is fucking like you never get tired of the Chinese food, the pizza, the fucking Italian food. Like it's just even the corner store. Go to the corner store and goddamn Akbar, which bacon, egg, and cheese, goddamn. Just make, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just a variety of food all day, every day.
Yes.
And down here, everything is like franchise foods. It's not really like that.
Right. It's more like what In-N-Out Burger and stuff like that. You're like, oh, okay.
In-N-Out is out west. Down here, like Burger King, McDonald's, they got what's called Cookout. Cookout pretty good. Freddy's, like, nothing like New York though. Nothing like, like I love going. I eat like 5 fucking times a day when I go to New
York. I don't know. One thing I do love about like going out of state is when I see a Krispy Kreme, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie. If I was a straight dude and Krispy Kreme was gay, that shit would have goddamn turned me. Cause I used to be Dunkin' Donuts. But when I came down here and I started eating Krispy Kreme, I'm like, this shit pretty good now. I might goddamn wait a minute. Now I might be an undercover Krispy Kreme lover.
Yeah, that it hits different.
Yeah, it's especially when it's fresh. Cause they got it when it come out the motherfucking.
Yes.
That motherfucker drop right out there. Let me get down right there.
Yeah, and I think they're supposed to put a Krispy Kreme in Times Square. I don't know if it opened yet, but
that shit gonna make hella money, especially in Times Square.
Hell yeah, I'll be one of its best customers.
Yeah, man, they should name it like the COVID Crispy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Krispy Kreme, come get it.
Yep, shout out to Kobe. R.I.P.
Crispy. Yeah, that was fucked up. That shit was so surreal. I'm gonna be honest. Right after that, that's when I did like my first stand-up comedy. Cause to me, that shit was like so surreal. Like, it don't matter who you are, bro. Like, you can have the most money, you can be the biggest celebrity, the smartest and most intelligent. Bro, when it's your time, man. And I was just like, bro, what are you doing with your life, man? Like, do what you dream of. Like, just do it, bro. Just fuck it, just do it. So I'll be honest, ironically, in a weird way, that, that Kobe death is what really somewhat inspired me to say, man, just get on fucking stage, man. Fuck it, and just do it, bro.
Yeah, and it's funny how sometimes, death makes us move in a different way. And when it moves in a positive way, it's even better. It's like, this is my wake-up call. Like, time waits for no one.
Nobody, bro. Like, any time could be your time. And then his daughter too. It was just like, yo, that shit is crazy. I'm gonna tell you a funny story about that. One of my homeboys, him and his wife, they got a dog named Kobe, right? So on the day that Kobe died, like, I didn't know he had died or whatever, right? So he called me up and he was like, yo, I'm like, what's good? He was like, man, Kobe died in a helicopter crash. I'm like, what the fuck your dog doing in a helicopter? Like, why the fuck you don't walk him normal, B? Like, what is he talking about? He was like, nah, not my dog, Kobe Bryant. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? He was like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah. So that's when I turned on the news. But I'm like, damn, bro, I got money like that. You put your dog in a helicopter? God damn. It was real Kobe love.
I'd seen on... Yeah, I seen it on Facebook first, and I was like, this is not real. Then I went on ESPN, it wasn't there yet, and I was like, yeah, that's fake. I was like, it's not real. Then when I saw it, I was like, oh man. And then when they said his daughter, I was even more like, oh.
Isn't that so amazing how you can be so emotionally affected or impacted by somebody you never even really knew? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never met this person, but it's just like, wow, like, you can't believe that.
Yeah, because we watched him, play, and then the stuff he was doing once he retired, it's like he was about to get into some great stuff.
Yeah, and he was, like you said, he was about to do even more great things. Like, he was such a big advocate for women's basketball and the WNBA. Like, I was waiting on Gianna. Like, I already knew, like, she was going to be, like, bad. So it's almost like we were deprived of that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see what she would have been like, and how the record she would have broke.
Yeah, because you could already see that she was going to be Kobe 2.0, like, because he taught her to fade away. I was like, she learned to fade away. I was like, oh no, she's gonna be a problem.
Nasty, bro, nasty. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. So did you watch The Last Dance?
I did. I watched it every week when it came on. I was stuck to it. You know what I'm saying? Ate dinner, watched it, and it was so nostalgic. Like, it took me watching. First of all, how did we watch TV in fucking 1K TV? It's like this shit was fuzzy as fuck. Like you can't even see. Is that a 23 on them? Okay, it's like the way TV is now, and then when it was going back to them old, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, but it just took me back to like how TVs used to look, like the big things on the back or the floor model and all that kind of shit. But it also took me back to you know, I was a hooper growing up in Brooklyn too. Like me and my man, like we used to wake up 6 in the morning every morning, shoot 3,000, 1,000 jump shot, make 300, playing tournaments, like a high school ball, and watching that is like it just really took me back to that and really reminded me how great Jordan was. Like people who didn't get to see that, like they're just now seeing it. It's just like to me, there's no question. Like he's just great. You know what I'm saying? And then it also reminded me of the people around him, like Kerr. Like to me, I feel like Kerr is so undervalued. Like he's not. They don't realize not only did he win those championships with Chicago, but he won a championship with San Antonio and was able to translate that as a coach and win all those championships in Golden State. A lot of people feel like, oh, anybody could have won with Steph Curry, but I feel like had they not had that leadership from Kerr, that experience from Kerr, like I really felt like that really contributed.
Yeah, especially going to what, five straight finals.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like, yeah, Curry and Clay, they dope, they nice, but you can't undervalue what Kerr brought to the table with his championship experience.
Of course. And then it was basically a cheat code once they got KD. That was a cheat code.
It was over then. It was over. But then, I mean, but you also think like as a coach, to be able to manage all that talent in itself has to be a skill. You have all those egos, you know what I'm saying? So I would, but then again, I don't know, because Curry ain't really got no ego. It seemed like they all wanted to be a team.
Yeah, but I feel like he learned dealing with they all got egos, but I think he learned dealing with egos from Phil Jackson, because Phil Jackson was great at dealing with all different egos as a coach.
Yeah. I thought that was so crazy how Jerry Krause was telling him, I don't care what you do, you can go 82-0, it's your last season. Like, why would you do that? Like, I didn't get that logic, and they haven't won since. So,
right, that's why. Why would you fuck up a good thing? Like,
then you got Pippen not wanting to play. You don't want to pay Pippen. Pay that man his money, man.
A lot of people don't know about that story, like him not getting paid.
But a lot of people also don't know that Pippen actually made more in the NBA than Jordan did in his career overall.
Yes, because towards the end of MJ's career, that's when he started getting the big money. Yeah. Towards the end of his career, he would get at that time. At that time, I think it was the $30 million contracts he would get. MJ.
Yeah. He was getting like 33 a year, and then like Pippen was getting like 17 initially. But overall, I think like Pippen made like 117 million over his NBA career, and Jordan made like, I think it was like 90 million or something like that. But Jordan had all the fucking Jordan endorsements and all that shit.
Right. He got all them damn sneakers, all them retro 1 to whatever number he's up to now.
That shit crazy. Still selling. Motherfuckers still waiting in line. Motherfuckers don't give a damn about COVID. Bitch, when them J's come out, motherfucker? Ain't no motherfuckers social distance. I'll die for these motherfucking J's.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because isn't that the state that did that? Georgia?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody else did that. Like, that shit is such fucking foolery, bro.
I think it was either last week or the week before that Georgia had a long line outside of a mall for the Jays.
Crazy, bro. All you gotta do is fucking go online like right at 8 a.m. and get on there right at 8 a.m. Goddamn, put in basket. That's it, bro.
They're like, no, I don't have a computer. I was waiting to go to the library.
Bitch, well, you need to be buying a fucking computer instead of some fucking sneakers, bitch. The fuck? You have a fucking computer, but you buying $200 sneakers. What the fuck is your priorities at, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I got them J's. I'm broke as hell, but I got them J's. Don't fresh it for.
Nah, you're right. Their priorities are completely wrong. They're like, yo, I gotta get these J's. A laptop.
That shit always irked the fuck out of me. How people go broke to impress other broke motherfuckers.
Right. But not with this pandemic. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Bitch. Bro, I don't even have pants on right now. I don't need clothes. I just got a shirt on, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. But still, you ain't going no fucking where, bitch. When you're going online, you just need a fucking shirt. Motherfucker be virtual working, and you ain't gotta wear no pants, motherfucker. You just got a shirt and tie on and no fucking pants. Why waste money on good pants, bitch?
They're like, yo, but I got.
Fuck out of here.
That's what they're saying. They're like, yo, I got these J's on.
Who gives a fuck?
So what have you been doing during the quarantine?
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Me and my wife own a few properties. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm renovating a home that I'm actually in right now. So we've been focusing on getting contractors coming in, redoing the floor, the tiling, redoing the kitchen, new countertop, basically just flipping, this whole house. So doing that, trying to write, jokes. I got a little girl, she's 11. She lives in Florida though. So, we fly her back and forth. So, she can come see me. But just really trying to take advantage of it, man, and just learn new things. I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like this is God's plan. Reset.
I would chill pill.
Yeah, reset. Just chill, relax, man.
Yeah, everything does happen for a reason because at least we're getting to save money during this quarantine.
Yeah, but one thing about it, my wife, like I said, as a nurse, that job is always gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
It's crazy because my wife is a true sister. Like my HBCU educated, goddamn. Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? AKA sorority, that type shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So they had called her about the pandemic, about going to New York. And so she was like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you ain't got PPE gear, don't even goddamn ask me to come up there. If you ain't got no PPE, you just fly me the fuck back. Cause they was like, oh no, we got you. We got PPE gear. Just come on up. We gonna pay you XYZ, woody woo. And they were offering pretty good. So she was like, babe, you know what I'm saying? They I want to go to New York. And so I don't know if you're married or ever been married. But
yeah, I'm married.
You're married, right? So there are times where, oh, you about to leave? Oh, damn. But on the inside, you're like, oh, yeah, shit, I need some motherfucking leave time, bitch. And I'm like, babe, I think you should go. I think, I hate for you to leave, baby. But, if you got to go, you got to go. But so she got the fuck out. I'm just sitting there like, oh, shit, yeah, boy. Like, what the fuck? So anyway, she went up there, went to working in the hospital. They ain't had motherfucking PPE. Motherfucker wearing trash bags and shit. Some folk, now they paying so good that some nurses like, well, fuck it, I do it. I don't give a damn. My wife was like, bitch, you crazy as fuck. Send me back home. And they were like, oh no, but we're gonna get it. She was like, you can get it all you want. Until you get it, I'm staying in this hotel until y'all get the shit right. Do you know they paid her for a whole week? She sat in that motherfucking hotel because she wouldn't go to work because they ain't had that people. She got paid, I ain't gonna say, but she got paid a lot of money to sleep in the hotel all fucking week. And I mean, everyone else was going, but she's that type. She don't give a fuck. She'll go, she do her own thing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else doing. I'm not doing it, bitch. And if you don't like, She the type to go to work and tell the boss what the fuck she ain't gonna do. She that type, you know what I mean? And don't give a fuck. So you can imagine what the fuck I got to deal with at home. You know.
Oh.
You know. I just like, bro, like, chill out.
Now I see why you got into comedy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I got a lot of relationship jokes. You know what I mean? A lot of that. You know how women are. God damn, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
That shit. You know, you married, so you know the dreadful shit.
Yes.
We need to talk. What the fuck? We hate that shit. We need to talk.
Or how about this? I gotta tell you something, but you wait all day to tell me. Like you gotta see me face to face to tell me this.
Like why even say you gotta tell me something? Just wait till you fucking see. The fuck?
Because they want you to be like, oh damn, what could it be? What the fuck? Did I leave the toilet seat up? Like, what is it? Like,
yo, that shit be. They get so mad about that shit. Like they really act like you cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't fucking listen. I told you 13 times, don't leave the fucking toilet seat up, and you just don't give a fuck. I mean, you act like you just don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking toilet seat, bro. Like, I ripped this whole fucking seat off, man. Fuck this fucking. I piss outside, bitch. But what makes so bad, you being married, you know, you'll fight like fucking dogs and cats 1 minute, and the next minute what?
Yeah, you already know.
You good? You hungry, baby? No, bitch, I ain't fucking hungry. Fuck out my face, bitch.
I am kind of hungry though. Yeah.
But why you mad? Why you mad? What the fuck you mean why I'm mad? Bitch, you just cussed me out for leaving the toilet seat up. I mean, shit, I'm not mad no more. Why you mad? I'm like, bitch. Like, they want to be mad. Then when you turn up with them, they try to say, why you getting loud for? Bitch, you got loud. What the fuck you mean? The fuck?
Yeah, they want to.
You ain't got to act like that. Man,
you like, what? Act like what?
Like what? Like, what you talking about?
That's just crazy.
Women are crazy, man.
So what's the first thing you're going to do once the quarantine is over?
I'll be honest, man. Like, I'm ready to get back. Like comedy clubs is open now, and like even the one that I performed at, they open back up, and it's actually a real dope event. It's called Smokers and Jokers, and it's in Atlanta, and it's like a real dope like 420 vibe, like tranquil, chill, like THC infused like drinks and food and all that. And everybody's like chill, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's in a like real secluded like area, like you gotta know somebody to get in. It's like a big warehouse type shit. So when I first went, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? I was a little, cause I don't smoke, you know what I'm saying? But right. It was just a chill vibe. So I really liked it. So I contemplated going back, but I'm just not like I'm good. Like I'm just not ready to go out there and just, you know, whatever. So I do a lot of like the like I don't know if the IG like Atlanta open mic, like I'll go on there, just kick it a little bit, talk shit. Oh, and I think that's maybe where you seen me.
Yeah, I seen you on the Atlanta comedy. I saw you on there.
Yeah. And what's so crazy is one of the things I learned doing comedy is some shit like some shit to me is hella funny. And when I might say it's sporadic to people like I'm talking to, it'll be hella funny. But every joke ain't funny to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
To me, like sometimes I'll be practicing in my basement and shit, right? Acting like, and I'm like, oh, that shit gonna hit. Then when I get on stage, that shit don't hit. And I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, so I be like discouraged, like, do I tell the joke? But then some comedians tell me like, don't worry about it. I learned that there are different audiences.
Right, that, you gotta keep going.
That different jokes may or may not hit. So that's one of the things I was like, oh, okay. So like you have to see the audience to determine, you know, how well a joke will hit, how well it's relatable.
That's true. You look at the audience, the age group and stuff like that. You're like,
yeah.
You can point somebody out maybe.
Then I was so like timid because I had a lot of gay jokes too, right? But one of the comedy clubs I was going to, trying to get on, was in Midtown, like the gay capital. You know what I'm saying? Like gay country. So I was like, damn, can I do gay jokes here, or are they gonna be offended, or well? So I never got a chance to get on anyway, because it was supposed to be an open mic, but I learned that I thought you just put your name on a list and go up there like they say, but I learned that there are politics in it too, and you got to know people. And so I come to find out they were scratching my name off, someone else was going, because they didn't know me, you know what I'm saying? So I never got a chance to go anyway, but the whole time I was just like, oh shit, like I'm about to go, like, can I say this joke? Can I say this joke? And I'm just looking. And I feel like I just gotta be like, fuck it, bro. You go up there, the worst thing that can happen, they don't fucking laugh. Like, fuck it. Like I feel like your thoughts shouldn't be censored. Like, they're your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna find it funny, some people ain't. But I just got to get used to that whole because when I did my set, some jokes hit, but then some jokes were just like, you could hear a mouse peeing on cotton. I'm like, okay, next fucking hey, fuck y'all. I'm like, how the fuck y'all go from here to here? But all right, don't worry about it.
I noticed out here the older black crowds are tougher out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never performed in New York, but it's almost like when you look in the crowd, like the crowd is almost like, make me laugh, I dare you, and it's like, bro, chill out, bro, like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, no, this motherfucker here, he ain't. It's like,
yeah, and I feel like that's usually the people that sit in the front that do that.
Yeah. It was one time I did like an open mic, and it was like a couple sitting in the front, and I was like, oh, how long y'all been together? He was like, man, come on with all that shit, man. I'm like, come on, I'm just asking you a question. I'm like, shit, she probably gonna leave your ass anyway. Don't even worry about it, shit. I was like, has she stabbed you yet? Nah. I like, well, she don't love you. She ain't stabbed your ass, and she ain't swung on you, motherfucker. She don't love your ass. Got there, leaving her. So he tried to get like real animosity, like, man, get on with that shit, man. He like, just do your show, man. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, what you talking about? I'm just asking you a question. Like, then I got like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? Like, then I started goddamn ragging on his ass, and then I got into my routine or whatever, so to speak. But it's just like, and then I found out it's if you're performing in front of other comedians, it's even harder, because they criticize you even harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the challenge is, if you can make a group of comedians laugh, then to me that's
yeah, that's true. That's true. People think, take comedy for granted. They're like, oh yeah, they expect you to be like Kevin Hart as soon as you get on the stage. Like, no, gradually.
Yeah. I heard somebody say one time, you can make somebody laugh in 20 minutes, but can you make them laugh for 20 minutes? And that's the difference between a comedian and someone who's just funny sometimes. And I was just like, to me, that just kind of made sense. And that's when I was learning the format of writing jokes, not only thinking the jokes, but then writing down the jokes, then selecting the jokes you're actually gonna say, and then picking the jokes that actually work and don't work for a whole set. And I'm like, this shit is harder than I fucking thought. It's not just like you just go out there and talk. Like, it's methodical. Like, you got to have a set. And so I just found that whole process to be very interesting.
Right. Yeah, that is true. So tell everybody where they can follow you at, Tony.
Yeah, goddamn MySpace, blackplanet.com. Y'all on Black Planet no more? Y'all fucked up. Yeah. All right, then. Y'all can find me on IG, Tony Cole, Laughing Out Life. That's pretty much the only platform that I have right now. I do little memes on there. Sometimes I go live. Sometimes I do little videos. One thing I like to do, man, I like to do like daddy-daughter reaction videos. Something I did on there, and I feel like I haven't seen anybody do that. I think it's a pretty cool concept, though, because my daughter just thinks I'm the funniest person in the world, and so does my wife. So I'll do like little reaction videos with her, and she'll just laugh, real cute, whatever. So I did a few of those. But one thing about it, like I would love to do reaction videos, but I don't know how. Like I don't know how to do the technical part of it. Like do a video side by side, and then
Right.
I don't know how to do that. And I got so much good material. I literally tried though. Like, and I'm like, man, I can do this shit. But someone told me,
But you know,
go ahead.
you can go. No, I was gonna say you can go online, you know, because we got time now and shit, and look it up if you're having like trouble. That's the good thing about the internet.
Yeah, and I thought I would just be able to do it on my phone, but apparently you gotta have a computer and you gotta have like a whole like editing system, and it was just like it was a little bit more complicated than what I thought it was. I'm just about to pay a motherfucker to do this shit for me.
Well, a good platform you could probably do that on is TikTok.
I downloaded TikTok, still learning it, still learning how to use it. You know, I ain't made a video yet on that motherfucker. I just be trying like, man, fuck this shit, man. I was on there goddamn doing, I'm a savage. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I ain't about to do no fucking I'm a savage on TikTok, man. Carol Baskins. I'm not doing this shit, man.
Yo. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, oh man. I'm like, this is probably why we're in this predicament right now. Because of Meg Thee Stallion with her damn Hot Girl Summer.
That be fine as hell though. God dang, that be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But everybody trying to do that little dance and shit, the white girls and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that cracks me up. When I see the white girls doing that, I'm like, oh wow. Wow.
They just with it, man. They just want everything, man. They can't have nothing, man. Shit. Carol Baskins.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, man.
That
there,
one and
there was one. Did you see the Floyd Mayweather when he was on Drink Champs with Noriega and he was trying to spell? Oh my God, bro. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I can't believe this shit. I was trying to do a reaction video to that, but I couldn't.
Did you see the meme? You know how they do in the versus battles? Did you see the one with did you see they made one for Fantasia versus Floyd Mayweather?
Yes. I'm like, that's fucked up. Y'all fucked up for that shit. Bastards. Yo, that Teddy Riley versus was funny as fuck. Did you see the Teddy Riley versus Babyface?
Yes, who didn't? Like,
later, man, what the fuck? Bitch, why you got all this shit up here, man? testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Motherfuckers sound like Dylan.
Like, yo, sound check. And he was his own hype. He had his own hype man. I was like, yo, get it together. Like,
oh my bro, you tripping. All I got is my phone, bro. I don't even understand why people have mics, because to me, a mic don't even help when you're on the phone.
No.
I was fronting one time. I just had a mic. That bitch wasn't even on. I just had this look professional.
Yeah, because some people just want that extra, just to be extra.
Like I ain't gonna front it. Like when you asked me to do an interview, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why you want to interview me? Like I never done an interview before, whatever. But I went on your page. I'm like, oh shit! Like this, like he got the professional stuff. This motherfucker at Hot 97. I'm like, where you get this? Oh, okay. Let me get on Hot 97. Shit, the Breakfast Club. Good morning, man. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Shit, well, I do my first little interview, man. We invite everybody, motherfucker.
The Breakfast Club, yo.
The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God.
Oh man, you can tell you a true New Yorker at heart, you know, like.
I ain't gonna front. I love the Breakfast Club. I watch that all the time. Charlamagne the God. I like Charlamagne the God. He's very controversial. Like he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
nah, he sure don't.
Nobody else want to say.
And I like he has Donkey of the Day every morning.
Yeah. He be having some real shit. I like Lil Duval too. Lil Duval funny as fuck. His IG is funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They got some good shit, man.
Yep, that shit is crazy. You got any shout outs?
No, I'm just kidding. Shout out my wife. Oh, look, it's funny because today is actually our I don't want to shout nobody out. Fuck y'all, dude. Nah, today shout me out, motherfucker. I love me, motherfucker. Now today is actually my wife's, me and my wife's 3-year anniversary. But again, she's in New York, so you know when she get back, we'll celebrate. We love traveling, like we love going like nice steakhouses. And what's so crazy is I don't know about you, but you know my wife really made me like a better person and exposed me to a lot of things. Like I used to think like Longhorn was a good steak. You know what I'm saying? Like if you went to Longhorn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, this $20 steak right here. I'm balling, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But then I got with my wife and she took me, you know what I'm saying, like Capitol Grill and Ruth Chris. I'm like, bitch, $90 for a steak, bitch. This bitch must come with some head or some shit, bitch. $90. But I ate that shit. I was like, ooh, that shit. Boy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit got there to it.
Yeah, I never understood that either. I'm like, what? How much? Oh. Okay.
But until you eat it though, when you eat it, you be like, oh shit, okay, this okay. Then I don't even go to the Longhorn. Get the fuck out of here. The Applebee's, man, get the fuck out of my face. Eat that bullshit.
What's your favorite steak? Now, what's your favorite steak?
The ribeye is pretty good. I like the ribeye. And I'm a creature of habit too. Like I get the same shit every time. I don't like trying new shit because I'll be mad as fuck if I pay for something new and don't like it. So when I go to a restaurant, I get the same shit. Let me get that ribeye, the medium, you know what I'm saying? Medium rare, like a little bit of juice, but not too pink, motherfucker. If I want pink, I eat pussy. I don't want no goddamn red raw. Like I don't want no fucking raw meat, bitch. Let me get goddamn just right, motherfucker. And they got this place in down here in Atlanta. It's called Kevin Rathburn Steakhouse. Oh my god, that shit's so fucking good. The mac and cheese, they put like some fucking crumbs on that motherfucker. I don't know what that shit. I think it's like the crumbs at the bottom of the bread bag, but that shit's still good as fuck though. That shit.
They probably put the breadcrumbs at the top of it.
It's some fan. Like, I used to that shit. I be having to act like I'm used to it. I be like, what the fuck? That shit be good
though. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing. I get the same thing, but my wife should go and try something new and then don't like it and then
Yeah, and then she want to eat your shit, bitch. Hey, watch out, man. What the fuck? How yours tastes, bitch? The same as yours, man. The same as yours. And my wife, she likes wine and stuff too. So oftentimes we'll go to like a winery or something, or like a wine in the steak place. Orlando got this real dope winery. I compare it to like the Dave and Buster's of winery because it has like a bunch of wine machines, right. And then you get a card. And so you put the card in, and it like a glass of wine comes out. So if you want like a half a glass or like a fourth of a glass or a full glass, then it just takes the money out the card that you like a prepaid card that you buy. So some of them is probably like $3 a glass. Some is like $7, $8 a glass. Then they had some was like $125 for half a glass. Bitch, what is this? What 100? No, bitch. We don't need that motherfucker. This $4 wine tastes fine to me, bitch. But then they got the like the cheese and the crackers and like the meats and shit. Like it was I felt like fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt fancy. I ain't used to shit like that. But when I got with my wife, she kind of not only introduced me to that, but now I like it and I take her out to places like that and surprise her. Gives me good bonus points.
Yeah, I gotta check that out when I'm in Orlando. That winery.
It's dope. It used to be a bank, but they changed the bank into a winery, and then they also got a basement part. And in the basement, they got the Vault. So the Vault is like a cigar lounge, and it's like super dope. It's real nice. And then we met, and there was some other drunk hoes there too. I was trying to get them to come back to the room, me and my wife, but it was kind of, you know, didn't quite work out. But you know, I tried. Gotta take the shot, baby. Gotta take the shot. Jordan said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Bitch, I try to goddamn Brian Russell that ass, bitch.
I actually met him in Vegas.
Brian Russell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I probably wouldn't even recognize him. Hell.
Yeah, I remember him. I was like, oh yeah, you got pushed to the side. Yeah, how'd that feel?
Then a lot of people say, watching the documentary, you know, they said that he obviously didn't push him. Like his momentum was going that way already. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell his body was just going that way. He just got there and came back on his ass. Huh? That shit's classic. Yeah. That shit's classic.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story about when I met Allen Iverson. I was on a date, right, with this. This was before my wife, way before. Okay, so if you watching, baby, don't worry about it. This was way before you. Right? So I had went to out on a date with this girl. Like I thought she was just bad as fuck, whatever. We were just eating, and then Allen Iverson, we was at the Yard House, a restaurant called Yard House, and Allen Iverson had sat down at a table near us. And she was like, "Oh my God, that's Allen Iverson. I love Allen." I was like, "Bitch, the fuck about Allen Iverson? Bitch, you here with me, motherfucker?" She's like, "Well, I want to go take a picture with him." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I want to take no picture with you, man. Fuck that motherfucker, bitch. Like, what the fuck?" Like, I wanted to be starstruck too because I like Allen Iverson. I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck, man?" So she was like, "Ooh, can I take a picture?" He was like, "Nah, I want a picture." And I'm like, "That's what you get, bitch." That's why he want to give your ass a picture.
Starstruck, see? No, it's not.
Yeah, but I heard you live in Atlanta though.
Yeah. So we've come to the part of the show that I don't like.
Conclusion.
Close of the show. Yeah, man. I want to thank you again for coming on the Comedian Cats.
I appreciate
each and every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on WEMS Radio. Tell everybody where they can follow you at again.
MySpace and Black Planet. No, IG.
Scorex. Scorex.
Yeah. Now, Instagram, IG is at Tony Cole Laughing Out Life. Tony Cole, baby.
All right. And make sure you guys follow Comedian Catch on IG, comedian_catch. And I want to thank you again, Tony, for coming on the show. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, I would love to, man. If you need somebody to come on next Thursday, man. I don't mind.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Later. All right.
All right.